Face front, true believers. This is Modular Media's No Prize podcast. I am your host, and with me, as always, in the bullpen,
representing the I Hate It competition, the Vacuuminator is here.
Why would you hate it? You got a new movie.
Did I really?
You got 3 movies stacked in a trench coat. What? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, this is a boy.
Oh, boy, this is a boy.
Yeah, also, I did check. They can hear us.
All right, cool. Hello.
You did your job.
I did my job. Hello, Busto. Hello, Vac.
Oh, Busto in the chat, boys.
I just had a feeling that you have a very distinct thing because, hey, guess what dropped on the internet this week, everybody? Only the hot film of the summer, Black Adam.
And DC Universe has officially changed, everybody.
You know, it's kind of fitting that the DCEU ends with this weird last grasp of breath and fades into confusion.
Pal, boy. We still got Fury of the Gods in the Flash.
Ugh. Shazam is not part of the DCEU. I'm saying it here.
Shit. The fucking wizard from Shazam was in this movie. It's the same continuity.
Here's the thing. It's in the same continuity, the same way that, like, you can ignore most of Marvel Comics reading some X-Men books.
All I know is this movie made me decide for the first time ever I needed to drink on No Prize Podcast.
You know, there's a good reason The Rock was a heel when he was wrestling. Because it's very easy to boo him.
Yeah. And it turns out he really is Vince's boy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
We'll get into that in a minute, but first let's talk about this fucking... okay, let me start out being nice. Let me say something nice.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I've never been the biggest fan of Bat in the Sun Productions, but I have to say their effects work has really come a long way, and they did such a great job on the opening of this movie.
Oh shit, that fucking... Wow.
I legitimately felt like I was watching a fan film until the Justice Society showed up.
Oof. That's fucking, dude.
The audio alone is just like, what the fuck are you doing? I could do better than this. That whole flashback sequence just felt so unnecessary until you get to, like, the very goddamn end. And even then, it's like, you didn't need all of it. You did not need all of this. This is like a whole other movie you shot and built.
Yeah. No, we both watched Black Adam. Did you get the torrent with the fucking Heartburn subs? No, I didn't.
I did. I got, like, Heartburn.
Here's the thing. I thought they were doing an artistic statement at the beginning of, like, oh, we don't genuinely know what they're saying. We have to interpret the acting. And then I was like, wait a second, let me turn on closed captioning. Oh no, they tell you everything they're saying.
Here's the thing, that was heartburned in, but I also had, like, these massive fucking Hindi subs heartburned onto my copy, too. So thanks whoever uploaded that to Pirate Bay. That was a fun experience.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, because we're not fucking paying Zaslav shit.
Why would I ever have HBO Max, or as it's apparently going to be called at some point next year, just Max?
Oh man, I love Max. I love it when Steve gives me movies.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Craig and his films, they're legit, yo.
Like, legit, it sounds like a fucking Dank Pods joke. Oh, mate, Max.
Yeah, no, this is not a good movie. It's really not.
I will say, it's really surprising that DC would make the Doctor Doom origin movie really, really experimental with Marvel to let them do that.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I like the idea of Black Adam being DC's Doctor Doom, but this was a really weird and bass-ackward way to do it. Like, the fact that this whole movie is this one random kid who's not even a comic character, just going around and being like, hey, Nightmare. Just being like, hey, fucking, you should be a superhero. And he has no idea what the fuck is going on. For this whole movie, up until like maybe the last 20 minutes, I feel like Dwayne Johnson, because I'm not calling him Black Adam, he's just Dwayne Johnson. He has no idea what the fuck is going on, and that can be funny at a few points. I genuinely love the little moment where he's like, "Oh, you want his dad to teach him violence?" That made me laugh.
This
But
this feels like Drax without any of the humor.
yeah, and fucking that kid. Like, that's the first time in a long time I've been genuinely annoyed by a kid in something. Like, was it just me, or did the kid even seem overdubbed?
He was overdubbed in that one scene where he was like going like, "Yo, Diamond Dallas Page."
That I'm pretty sure that's not a thing from the comics. I've never seen that before, and it looked really cheesy whenever they did it.
It's I hate. Okay, this is the best way I can put it. This feels like a superhero movie from the late 90s with the effects from the mid 2000s prettied up a little bit and brought out today. This is giving me straight up Steel vibes, Spawn
Yeah.
vibes,
Yeah.
where it's like you can see they're trying in some ways, but in other ways they could not give a shit.
Someone did clearly care. I don't think it's Dwayne Johnson anymore in light of recent events, but someone did clearly care. Like,
You want to know how I know they clearly cared? That was the best looking fucking Dr. Fate.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Dr. Fate was great. Dr. Fate is the best thing in this whole fucking movie.
Dr. Fate was really good. Hawkman was good as an actor. Like, I love the actor in it. I love how he read the lines. I loved his presentation. I love the costume.
I love that the helmet has the big dumb cartoon bird eyes from the old comics. That's so great.
Yeah, but also it's just like the lines he had, what he had to do in the movie was just like, oh.
In the defense of that, I will say that felt fairly accurate just because Carter Hall is traditionally a massive asshole.
Yeah, no, it's just more of like him being a massive asshole to like Batman makes sense.
It would be a good Justice Society movie, Buster. Like I said, like the moment that Justice Society came on screen, I was like, "Oh, this is a real movie now. I'm enjoying this a little bit."
Legit.
The fact that they're working for Amanda Waller, they're like government mandated kill squad. They have a fucking superhero Guantanamo Bay that they just have like a couple hundred villains in. That made me real uncomfortable. I did not like that at all for the Justice Society.
Oh no. Here's the thing. I loved Atom Smasher and Cyclone.
Yeah, they're cute.
They were some of the best parts of this movie, mainly because Atom Smasher reminded me of Damian Haas from Smosh.
I was low-key hoping, because there's that twice in the movie, there's moments where Atom Smasher fucks something up and Hawkman goes, "After the mission, you and me." I was really hoping Rule of Freeze, there would be a post-credit scene I hadn't heard about that was just him yelling at Atom Smasher.
See,
I thought
here's the
that would have
thing.
been hilarious.
Here's the thing. If this wasn't a Rock Vanity project, that would have been one of the end credit scenes.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to talk about the actual end credit scene. Yeah, we need to wait on that.
We need to talk about it, but we're not talking about it while we're talking about the movie.
Fucking Inner Gang is in this movie, and I've been begging for Inner Gang to be like minor villains in a Superman thing forever. And the fact that they're in this movie at all shows me that somebody cared, somebody knew their DC comics.
Yeah.
Like, the Skybikes look really cool, they look right out of the comics. But also, Inner Gang aren't just like hyper militarized mercenary thug dickbags who take over countries. They're a small group of jackasses who got space technology that rob banks in Metropolis. What are you doing?
That's the thing. It sounds like it feels like the Transformers problem. Where like they go, "Oh, we have this kind of character we want to do. whatever, we'll throw a name on it. Because wouldn't this group have been better if it was like it's like something like Checkmate?
Yeah.
Or another fucking clandestine organization? Because to me, it seems like if we're talking like if like a Marvel equivalent, if it feels like they were trying to be Hydra and called them AIM.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely that's what's going on there.
But
was not a fan. Also, I like just again, I really didn't feel the need for the the regular people family to be there for so much of the movie. Like maybe keep the mom. The mom says some important shit, but like I felt like most of the conflict was between the heroes. Um and also like the conflict could have been way more interesting and felt way more relevant in character tie-in. I thought of this while I was walking my dog this evening. Because I was thinking like, oh, there's probably people who are saying to like, oh, the superhero having a super Guantanamo is really creepy and scary. That shouldn't be a thing with the Justice Society. There's probably people saying like, oh, well, how would they have taken down Black Adam if they already didn't have that? But by the way, fuck this movie for not just calling him Black Adam all the way through. Like, I've not read much pre-Jeff Johns Shazam shit, so I don't know if Tef Adam was his actual name from ancient times in the comics. But, like, in every modern day story I've read with Black Adam, he just calls himself Black Adam. It's fucking stupid. But, getting back to my original point, I feel like this whole movie could be way better if you just made it so, like, when Black Adam awakens, Dr. Fate gets aware of it because of magical bullshit, and then the way they're trying to beat him is Dr. Fate wants to shove him in a pocket dimension, but he can't unless he's not using his power. So you still have we have to get him to say Shazam thing.
Yeah, there's ways around it. And here's the thing. I agree, like, DC Comics isn't the place to have a like superhero Guantanamo. Marvel can get away with it because Marvel's fucked up.
I mean, the closest thing actual DC Comics has to that is Stryker's Island, and that's just a shitty Alcatraz with custom cells.
And, like, maybe Bellevue?
Maybe.
What's the Blackgate?
Yeah, but Blackgate's just like a regular-ass prison. That's where all the, like, Batman villains who aren't actually crazy go.
That's where a Kingpin would go.
Buster, what part of the movie was the most rage-inducing outside of the post-credit scene? How about the fact that Hawkman never fucking brings up the fact that Nth Metal is impervious to magic and can actually fuck up magic? They never use that fucking super effective move they have. I feel like all Hawkman has to do is get one shot in the back of Black Adam's head with his fucking mace and this movie would be over. But no, there's a scene where he's literally banging on a fucking barrier created by Dr. Fate with his mace, and it doesn't do anything. He should be able to walk right through that shit. What the fuck?
Carter holds magic. He can fucking... Yeah, no. They did fucking Hawkman a little dirty.
A little bit.
Because like... They just wanted a jobber. They just wanted a guy who's slightly goofy that they could just put in a jobber role.
They wanted a jackbooted guy who could kind of go up against Black Adam's brand of justice and then be the butt of jokes.
And no one gives a shit about Hawk from Hawk and Dove. You know?
Also, he doesn't have a Justice Society connection.
I know, I'm just... But he's a burb.
He is a burb.
I can say this, the sets were pretty good.
The sets were pretty good. I liked Hawkman's ship a lot more than I thought I was going to when I saw that toy.
Third act. Sobek.
What was the third act? What happened in this movie?
Fucking evil dude was getting the crown and fucking...
Oh yeah, that's right. He has to die to go to hell to get his superpowers.
But he can't just kill himself. He has to like be murdered.
That's so stupid.
And like all the demons are like, "Yo, dude, you got murdered real good. Here you go, superpowers."
Hmm.
The Sobek
Also,
design looks okay.
oh yeah, yes, Sabak looked great, and I like the idea of having him have an ancestral connection like Black Adam does, but they never really play off of it. He just says it in one scene, and it's like, oh fuck, this guy.
Yeah, I just had a realization. Does Black Adam have family from the past, like in the comics?
I think he does. I
Well,
think that's a thing.
well, either way, they gave him a new wife and kid.
Yeah?
Black Adam, stepdad.
That's totally what happens in this movie. This is just Dwayne doing another The Pacifier.
That was Vin Diesel.
What's the one he did then?
Tooth
The
Fairy.
game? Oh yeah, Tooth Fairy.
And the game.
Didn't
He did
he?
the game.
Yeah, the game plan or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh boy.
It's not great. I don't like it.
His major character arc is remembering when to say a catchphrase. Folks, this is the third time I've broken back. I have done it twice before we started recording. And this is the third time.
I just remember every fucking time they tried to do that gag and it just painfully not landing.
They did it like 4 times.
That whole scene where the kid is like trying to convince him to be a superhero and he's just floating down the stairs. That was just like I was just
That is
questioning
peak 90s superhero movies.
I was questioning everything I had done with my life up till that point.
And there's just like a whole big element of like there's just it is so on the nose. There is no subtlety. There is no subtext in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's never like your actions are wrong because you go too far and like these people are people and they deserve it. No, it's literally like killing bad, but killing good? No, killing bad.
Killing is badong. Dwayne, you really spent, what was it, 15 years after getting cast hyping us up for that shit? The fuck, man?
There's a lot of fucky wucky.
I swear to God, the next time I hear Chris Van Vliet talking about how he's the greatest wrestler of all time, I'm gonna fucking drive to LA and twist that man's neck around. Please come on the channel.
But it sounds like this movie doesn't. Legit, Hawkman just says heroes don't kill like 50 goddamn times.
Because apparently all superheroes are Batman now.
And it's just like people point out of like, yeah, he's not that much of an anti-hero because a lot of superheroes like kill or at least are cavalier with other people's lives.
Hell, I've been saying this since fucking Man of Steel came out. Superman doesn't even really have a no-killing rule. He's just like, I try not to kill at all costs.
But like Captain America straight up shoot people, dude.
Captain America carries a gun.
Not when he's doing civilian superheroing, but like on certain missions, he knows the fucking strap.
Yeah.
Isn't killing more so than no, it's just a lot of it's everything else.
Man of Steel has issues. Man of Steel has as many issues as my last fucking divorce.
I didn't know you were married.
I wasn't. I couldn't think of a good joke.
Fair enough.
This movie has eliminated comedy from my life.
I'm trying to think of like anything else that needs to be. The uncle character was fun.
He he could have been fun, but man, he got real annoying real fast. When he was in the van just blasting music at the start, I was like, I already don't like you. You're an annoying asshole. Get out.
Dear God, the fucking needle drops in this movie.
Oh yeah, all of the music choices are bad. All of them. All of them.
What was the music that started when he was like really going at it?
Oh, God, it was something.
Kanye West.
Yes, there's the fucking Kanye West song in this movie. All one man power time. The same song that's in Power Rangers open bracket 2017 close bracket.
And like I remember getting to that moment and just going like, damn. No, here's the thing. This movie released before all the Kanye West shit really started happening.
Like 2 days before all that shit started happening.
And it's just like...
I'm surprised. Dude, how did they not edit that out for HBO Max?
Like, legit, you could have just, like, you could have done something else. You could have.
You could have legitimately put any other song in there. I'd have been happy with the SpongeBob SquarePants theme.
You could, like, legit, hey, AEW's right there. Powerhouse.
Or Dwayne's actual entrance theme. Just be that fucking ego project about it.
It's... You know what it also feels like? It feels like Dwayne Johnson's trying to say something. You can...
He's trying to say, I would like to make as much money as Kevin Feige did, even though I already make more money than most people in Hollywood.
But like you can... Here's the thing. He wanted to play this character because he saw something in it. You know?
Well, maybe he could play the MCU's Doctor Doom and have somebody actually write him well.
No. 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 So fucking Black Adam. Do we what else needs to be said?
The Superman cameo was entirely underwhelming, but did actually like work within the context of like, yeah, I could see this happening and this scene in the comics.
Here's the thing.
Because like that's the thing about Black Adam. Black Adam is the fucking Doctor Doom of the DC universe. He is a dictator of a country. He loves to punch above his waistline. It's not like Doctor Doom where he has a vindictive thing against his typical hero. He's not like, oh, that Billy Batson. He's like, fucking Billy Batson and his stupid siblings. Who cares? I'm gonna go yell at the Justice League. I'm gonna see where that gets me. So, like, I like the idea that Amanda Waller goes, like, all right, I can't put you in Super Guantanamo. You stay in your fucking country, bitch. And he's like, I'm not going to do that. And then she's like, okay, Superman, fucking hit him. And Superman shows up, and you think, oh, God, they're doing the government lapdog bullshit. No, this isn't it. This is not the way. And then he just goes, hey, can we talk? Can we like, talk about this? And Black Adam just does the fucking rock eyebrow.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. I'm trying to think of the best way. Like, Black Adam is Doctor Doom, but Vegeta.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know? It's Doctor Doom, but Vegeta.
I'm sorry to inform you, Buster. You'll be lucky if you get either of those things in the MCU.
We're probably like there's been a big enough stink about like making sure Victor Von Doom is Romani, so
okay.
There's been a pretty big stink.
That could be good.
Yeah. Fucking Black Adam. Also, another thing. It's a Middle Eastern country, Polynesian man.
Let's talk about all the DC bullshit that happened this week, because I'm not waiting for Marvel bullshit. Let's just get this out of the way. Fucking... So Dwayne leaked documents that said the movie was doing good, and in actuality, the movie was a flop.
Mhm.
So they basically don't want to work with him at all anymore. He's gone.
Yeah, no, and he's also unfollowed Warner and Discovery and DC on Instagram.
Yeah, good luck with the XFL, bitch.
I don't think it's a financial loss. I think it's just it did not make a profit.
I remember saying it didn't make. I remember seeing it didn't make its budget back entirely
Mm.
because this movie was fairly bloated in terms of budget. But that happened, and then we had a day where everybody was saying that apparently the new DCU gun was building was going to be built off of the Reeves movie, the Batman, and
Mhm.
then he debunked that and said he's building a separate DC universe that will not even have Henry Cavill Superman anymore. Apparently, they had a meeting with the man because there was no contract. Henry Cavill was operating off of a handshake deal,
Yeah.
and
Warner Brothers jumped the fucking gun. No pun intended. They were just like, we need some good press now.
yeah. And Gunn had a conversation with him, and he said, "Hey, I kind of want to start from scratch here. I don't really like all the baggage I've got to deal with. I want to make a movie about a younger Superman. I'm sorry. Maybe we could get you in somewhere else." And Henry Cavill was like, "Yeah, no, I understand. That's fine." And the entire internet lost their fucking mind.
They lost their fucking mind thinking like, oh man, James Gunn stabbed Henry in the back. It's like, no, they didn't. It's a fucking business. They knew this shit.
Also, like, Henry Cavill is a big famous actor, man. Don't worry about him. He will get other
The
jobs. He
day
already has
after,
a goddamn Warhammer show at Netflix.
he's a major creative head. He has a major creative producer for that, and he loves Warhammer 40K.
Yeah. Not to mention, like, all the fan castings for him in the Marvel Universe people have been doing. And, like, I gotta say, I can't see him as Hyperion,
No.
but I do like the idea of him as Brian Braddock.
I do like Brian Braddock. The Rock begged for Henry Cavill, so yeah, no, it's another big like The Rock trying to pull his weight and be
Yeah,
The
he was
Rock
kind of
was
a
trying
pawn.
to The Rock was trying to be the Robert Downey Jr. for DC.
Mm-hmm. And that just wasn't going to happen, boo.
No. No.
So,
But the
Reeves
whole
versus going to stay its own thing. Cavill's out.
Joker
Ta-Nehisi
is still its own thing.
Joker is still its own thing. Ta-Nehisi Coates' Black Superman movie is apparently still happening as its own thing. Interesting. And they're not moving ahead with Wonder Woman Free, and it looks like they might recast Gal Gadot as well, because apparently both the cameos Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot shot for The Flash have now been cut from the film.
Yeah. Here's the thing on the Reeves situation. I know some people are disappointed. I'm a little disappointed because I think it'd be it's a good foundation that you could build stuff off of.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what Reeves signed up for. That's not what Reeves and Pattinson signed up for. And it's,
I really want to see Robert Pattinson standing next to a Superman, but I get it. I fucking get it. It's fine.
Like, that's not what they signed up for. That's not the movies they wanted to make, and it's like it's understandable.
Gal is not out for sure. It's a fucking rumor.
Yeah. Though there is rumors that Gal Gadot was the major reason for some of the very troublesome things in Wonder Woman 84.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would like. I think it would be super interesting if we had two Batman franchises running at the same time. One that's in the DCU, one that's on its own, doing its own thing.
What if here's the thing. We've seen James Gunn make two major DC properties. James Gunn be a part of now 3, soon to be 4 major Marvel properties, and be a creative consultant on 2 others.
Mm-hmm.
3 others.
And let's not forget, he is writing this Superman movie for the DCU.
How do you... I know some people are going like, I'm not sure how I feel about James Gunn doing How do you feel about James Gunn being writing Superman?
He is not the optimal pick, but he's a better pick than I think most people take him for. I think he will surprise us.
I think he's going to do good because I think he understands the tone of Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the tone between Guardians and Peacemaker and Suicide Squad, he can vary his tone and still feel very true to the source material.
It's fair. The two tones are fairly comparable.
Yeah. I think that's going to be also another thing. I think James Gunn is also going to work with other people, you know?
Yeah, like people keep forgetting James Gunn is not writing and directing every single DC movie from now on. He is Kevin Feigeing this shit.
But he's also a noted writer and director. So he's probably going like, I want to make sure some of this shit works, and I know I can make it work.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The only thing about him being in charge that I actively do not like right now is the fact that it's made Michael Rosenbaum think he can campaign to play Lex Luthor again because he's friends with James Gunn. I'm like, sit the fuck down, buddy.
I think that might also be partially a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Though it'd be fun to see.
It'd be interesting.
Though
if he played DCU Lionel Luthor.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Oh, that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah,
I think he'd be okay with that.
I really think we won't hear anything concrete about the new DC universe until after Fury of the Gods and Flash have come and gone, and probably around the time of SDCC next year.
Yeah, and I think at most we're just gonna get, like, you know what? Here's the thing. You know how Marvel's called phases? Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3?
Mm-hmm.
I know the immediate thing to differentiate DCU from MCU.
So,
here's our slate for year 1.
Ooh! Yeah, I like that.
Because that's always been the term. It's like...
To those of you fucking going... Like, oh no, poor Sasha Calais. Her Supergirl is only going to get one movie, and then it's going to be erased. I was never under the impression that Sasha Calais was anything other than an alternate universe Supergirl for one Flash movie. Calm down.
It's going to take time. It's going to take energy. It's going to. We're not going to see Guns and Saffron's efforts until 2024 at minimum.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're going to see a movie till 2025.
I don't know about that. I think we could see a movie late 2024.
Here's the thing. I just want to, because I think James Gunn would be like, all right, we need to make sure that this is done well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, oh yeah, there's also the Blue Beetle thing still coming out.
Yeah, I would imagine that's gonna either be in its own universe or like another like final gasp for the Snyderverse. Another thing I wanted to fucking say about Black Adam. Everybody going like, oh, this movie's gonna feel fairly disconnected. It'll kind of be its own. There was so much fucking Snyder quick slow-mo cuts in Black Adam. It made me so mad.
What do you think's gonna be in the first slate? What do you think is going to be their like phase, their year 1? What's year 1? Not necessarily year as in like our real world year, like in DC continuity kind of year. Because I don't think they're going to immediately do a Batman. I think what it's going to be is they're going to do the big dogs. They're going to do Superman because they really want to lay that specific groundwork down. I think we're going to get an oddball pick. And then someone that they can use to help build lore.
I would like Superman, Green Lantern, and just going within your structure, The Question.
Ooh. Yeah, I can see Question.
Do like a fucking real gritty noir Question detective movie. Do like your classic, iconic, fun Superman superhero movie. And then do like a crazy sci-fi Green Lantern movie. Have that Green Lantern movie first 10 minutes to half hour is the only bit of the movie that's on Earth.
Here's the thing about the Green Lantern movie, because I know it's a cheap thing to say. Their Justice League just needs to follow the fucking formula that Marvel laid out. You take the fucking first story you did, you modernize it, and you update it, and you just celebrate that you got this far.
Yeah, no, you use that Green Lantern movie to set up Starro.
You use that movie, set up Starro, you do the whole thing. Like, people are already familiar with Starro. You could do that again. James Gunn likes Starro.
We know James Gunn likes Starro.
You know, either that or you do DC animated and you do the White Martian looking things. I definitely think Blue Beetle could be integrated if James Gunn is like, yeah.
See, I want to agree, Buster, that they could totally do that, but also, like, Blue Beetle's not supposed to come till way later. Like, he's a Tim Drake era character, so that would really annoy me if Jaime Reyes is there from the fucking start. You need to fucking do at least Ted Kord first.
I don't know. I do know what I think would be the perfect James Gunn Superman movie pitch. Parasite.
It's not Lex or fucking generic kryptonite bullshit. I'm down.
Because think about it. James Gunn has done a lot of horror. He's done a lot of creepy shit. He's did Slither. He did stuff like that. Imagine Superman fighting the Parasite and he's all creepy and horror movie like.
Yeah, I mean, Parasite is basically supposed to be a Superman equivalent of a Cronenberg monster.
And I think that could be fun.
Yeah.
Here's my full thing. Like, the first movie is Parasite, and Lex Luthor's in the periphery. He's a character. Like, Superman goes to Lex Luthor and goes like, "Hey Lex, I hear you're a rich scientist. I need help finding out this information." And Lex is just going like, "Sure, Superman, let me help you." Through clenched teeth, it's like, I cannot stand this fucking asshole. And we slowly see more and more Lex until the third movie, when Lex finally reveals his full plan.
And then in that same scene, Michael Rosenbaum is just there reading the newspaper in his underwear.
There's things, man. There's things you can do. No, I know one character James Gunn's probably gunning for. Really wants in the universe.
Who?
Plastic Man.
Yeah, look at fucking Plastic Man. Every fucking week, Plastic Man.
He's the best DC character. Booster Gold could be fun.
I also would like Booster Gold. However, I feel like he's a year 3, year 4 guy.
Booster Gold is DC's Ant-Man. He's going to be the weirdo pick that comes out of nowhere and like
develops a cult fan base.
Has a cult fan base. His own movies are a little disconnected from the greater whole, but he becomes a big player in the big team up stuff. But I say Plastic Man just because if you see James Gunn's work, he looks like the kind of guy who would enjoy the character of Plastic Man.
Down on his my Jack and Coke.
Oh no.
We have to stop talking about DC now.
All right, let's go on to the other news.
Yeah, let's talk about the Marvel news.
Let's talk about some Marvel news. Marvel-ny. Like mahogany, but Marvel.
Oh wow.
Hey, guess what got added to the National Film Registry?
Is it Iron Man?
Iron Man. Iron Man is in the National Film Registry.
How cool.
Basically, the Librarian of Congress just picks movies that are like...
This is culturally important.
Culturally important and needs to definitely be preserved.
Mm-hmm.
And Iron Man's on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's the beginning of like a whole new era for cinema, technically. So, yeah. Whether you like it or not, Quentin Tarantino, blah, blah, blah.
Quentin Tarantino just doesn't understand that poor people exist and they can't afford to go see his movies, and they'd rather make sure that they enjoy the movie. They
What are
go.
you talking about? I fucking know poor people exist. I used to fucking go to dollar theaters all the fucking time.
It's been 50 years since a dollar theater existed, sir. All the MC put there makes. I don't think all the MCU should be in the fucking Library of Congress.
Maybe like all of Phase 1.
Iron Man should, because it does several things. It was like a big cultural touchstone. It changed the landscape of film in America. It revived Robert Downey Jr.'s career. And he's a national treasure.
Man, it's crazy to think there was a time when I had no idea who the fuck Robert Downey Jr. was, and everybody who did hated him.
He's really good in the Charlie Chaplin movie. You should go back and watch that.
Are you looking forward to Oppenheimer at all?
I'm enjoying the memes people are making about Oppenheimer.
Yeah. I watched that trailer that came out today, and I swear to God, I just cackled like Rich Evans on crack when Christopher Nolan's name came up as the music started getting triumphant.
God damn it. Hey, guess what? We had some concept art for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, storyboards, of some things that got cut. We got some 2 Marvel heroes and some other characters.
So, yeah, apparently the Illuminati was originally supposed to have, instead of the big cameos they got, it was going to be other big cameos. It was going to be the fucking Asgardian guy and Ironmonger.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were going to try and get Jeff Bridges back. Maybe.
That would have been cool. It's neat. But things change, and I think having basically, here you go, all you fucking dipshits. Here he is as Mr. Fantastic. We get it out of your system. Now we're gonna go make our real Mr. Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, by the way, that's something that came out this week, but I didn't put in the news because it's not worthy enough. He got asked in an interview if he's been talking to Marvel at all about a contract, and he said they literally haven't talked to me since I stepped off the set.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
He's busy doing his own things. But we also got some other leaked stuff from Thor, Love and Thunder, Galactus, and more unused cosmic Marvel villains.
Yeah, apparently there was going to be like a whole montage of cosmic bullshit at one point of like Gore going around being a fucker. So,
and I'm kind of like, it makes sense not to do this.
Yeah. It would have been neat, but like, yeah, they probably want to save Galactus for a big movie.
Galactus, Fing Fang Foom.
Everybody's favorite Marvel villain, Gargantos.
Shumagorath. And I think this is the Black Winter? Is it the Black Winter?
I'm waiting for it to come on my screen.
I'm going to call that the Black Winter.
Sure, it's a fucking black cloud.
Well, the Black Winter is a Donny Cates invention. So...
Yeah.
Gotta love that Cates.
Gotta love that sexy Texan man.
Gotta love that sexy Texan. You know what you gotta not love? Delays to properties and things that we might have been looking forward to. Echo is being delayed.
Yeah. Not coming out till 2024. Oh, wow.
End of 2023.
Oh, yes, that's right. Because what isn't Born Again like early 2024?
I think. I don't know when that is.
I'm trying to remember if this is supposed to lead into Born Again or it's the other way around.
I don't think they've ever. Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio are in it, but I don't know if they're up. While fans may wait a few extra months to see Echo's return, December 2023 release will see show lead right into Daredevil Born Again, which is currently set to premiere in the spring of 2024.
Well, there you go.
If only we read the article. They want to release less projects with higher quality. It's probably fair. I think the big thing that happened was the pandemic hit, and Marvel was like, let's just get a bunch of shit and just...
We gotta keep this train running, buddy.
Because we didn't make anything for a while, and we don't have we gotta make our own coffers. We got bankrolled by Disney, but we gotta make money for Disney.
We gotta single-handedly fund Hollywood for the pandemic.
Um, and Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia. Gotta go get them peaches.
Oh yeah, also Chapek pushing for streaming. That's a big thing too. Because the Disney CEO at the time was like Disney Plus,
Yeah.
Disney Plus, Disney Plus. We need content. We need content.
What do you think Iger's stance is gonna be?
I think he's going to be a little bit more. I think Iger was a good CEO for Disney, as much as like you can say a CEO is good. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, like he got shit done without
Yeah.
being too much of a bitch.
Yeah. I think it's going to be better.
Cool.
But hey, speaking of better, we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. We got a trailer.
Yeah, look at this movie. Look at this fucking clip show that this fucking trailer is, and it really annoyed me. It's like fucking 30% of the trailer, but it did really annoy me that they reuse shots from Into the Spider-Verse. I'm like, damn, I wanted new footage.
Yeah, we got some new footage. We got a bunch of fucking cameos from a bunch of different Spidey peeps.
Yeah, apparently there's this movie is gonna have like some kind of dimensional convergence site where all the spider people go to, and you can see Spider Cop is just directing traffic.
Spider
Which I
Cop
kinda
here.
love.
We got the Fantastic Bagman.
Uh,
We got Mangaverse Spider-Man right over here.
Fucking right next to Spider Cop, you can see Spinneret and Spiderling.
There's a bunch of others.
Somebody spotted PS1 Spider-Man somewhere in there, and PS4 Spider-Man apparently has a dialogue scene with Miles at some point.
Wait, what do you mean PS1?
Like
Like,
there
is
was
he
a
low
PS1.
polygon?
Yeah,
Holy shit, that's awesome.
he's in one of the chase shots, I think.
Yeah, but like it's just like all the different Spider-Man costumes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think this is PS4 Spider-Man right here.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's,
Oh, hey, that's the steampunk Spider-Man from Spider-Verse.
yeah. Oh, there's a lot of spider people, and you see later in the trailer, you get a look at Spider Woman being in the movie and
This looks
2099.
like Kane Spider-Man, Kane's Scarlet Spider.
Mm-hmm. The trailer kind of gave the little drop of like, hey, 2099 is actually the baddie. Apparently, he gets real pissed at Miles at some point for something.
Yeah, hold on, I'm being hailed. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You're live, buddy. You're the only thing on screen.
Redid my Legends display today. Shit's fucking crowded. I gotta get new shelves. How about that? Had to fucking put Doc Ock and Black Widow on the shelf below. Not optimal, but you know it'll work for now. Spider-Man is cool, man. I like Spider-Man a lot. I got a lot of Spider-Man figures. This Renewing Rouse Spider-Man. There's Miles. There's PS4 Miles, by the way. That's the best Legends Miles there is. You get that Legends Miles, not the comic one. The comic one's kind of lame. I got Spider-Verse Gwen right there. I got Spinneret. I got Spider Ham. And that's it for Spider people. I got plenty of rogues. I got rogues out the wazoo. Spider-Man Rogue is like one of my favorite Legends things to get. So that's always nice. God, what else? What else could I talk about? I hope Dwayne gets the shit kicked out of him when he goes back to the WWW to fight Roman Reigns, if that's actually happening. I hope that match is just embarrassing on like a finger poke of doom level. No, I have Takuya. Takuya is he's on my Tokusatsu shelf, so I forgot about him. He's hanging out with Lightning Collection figures where he belongs. That's something yeah, Takuya it was not in the Spider-Verse trailer at all. That made me real mad. I want my boy. I say that. I've never watched a single fucking episode of his show. I'm a fraud. Yeah, he should just show up and be like, "Yo, Miles, as long as you're true to yourself, you'll be okay. Okay." That instructor from Dawn Brothers. It's possible. I could do that. It could happen, Buster. It could happen. So I can talk about. I could talk about those leaked Marvel Legends Spider-Verse figures. Apparently, there's going to be a whole wave of Across the Spider-Verse Marvel Legends that are all on blister cards, even though we're supposed to be plastic free now, Hasbro. It's going to be Miles in his new costume, Gwen in her updated look, Peter B in the sweatpants from the first movie, and 2099, and the Spot. And everybody thinks they look like trash for some reason, even though Marvel Legends fans have been saying how much they want hyper animation accurate figures for like 2 years now. But oh, because it's not the specific show I was asking for, because it's not Earth's Mightiest Heroes or X-Men Evolution or X-Men 97 or Spider, it looks bad now. I'm sorry, the fucking Spider-Verse character models have chunky, weird proportions. So if you want those figures to be hyper animation accurate, gotta be a little chunky and a little weird. I'm personally just annoyed that we're getting movie Spot before we get a comic book version of the Spot. That being said, though, I will be getting that Spot figure because I've been asking for a Marvel Legends of the Spot for years, and I'm super excited that he's going to play some kind of role in Into the Spider or Across the Spider-Verse. I guess he's the baddie, but they kind of implied 2099 was the baddie. So what's going on there? I don't know.
They're trying to not reveal all the story details back. Um, and they are good. They're just gonna put them all in boxes where you can't see the toys.
Oh no, they definitely are backtracking, Buster. They had that whole statement like right after SDCC of like, yeah, no, because people are so scared about it for like figures that really need it. We'll do the bubble thing. Like there's like they want to bring back retro cards, even though they were switching to VHS packaging for stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just a fully closed box, you can't steal ahead.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, you can't see that your fucking Lost Galaxy Green Ranger has the wrong boots. Because that's been a persistent problem this week for some reason. Actually, we perfectly know the reasons. Apparently, Hasbro moved all their manufacturing for the Lightning Collection to a factory in Vietnam, and they don't have a quality control person there yet.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Hey.
there's literally a listing for it right now. You could go apply.
I mean, too bad we're not in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Hey, we also got to look at Mayday Parker.
Yeah, look at that cutie patootie. I love the fact that they're just straight up doing that in this movie and like sending the entire Marvel editorial bullpen into shambles. I hope that she is in Peter B because you see him for one shot in the trailer and he's wearing a baby Bjorn. I hope she spends most of the movie firmly in that baby Bjorn doing cute baby Yoda shit.
Yeah. And one day we will get Spider-Woman and MC2.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we got some New York shit for the backgrounds in Spider-Verse. Look at this.
Yeah, there's gonna be a couple different dimensions they're gonna go to. Mumbattan, Nova York, and Gwen's version of New York.
Yeah. So that's gonna be Indian Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
2099.
Mm-hmm.
And Gwen.
It'll be interesting to show up. Man, what if there's like a whole scene in Gwen's New York where like Miles gets assaulted by psycho kingpin henchman Matt Murdock? That'd be hilarious.
Jesus.
Because that's a thing. That's a thing in the Spider-Gwen comics.
That's funny. I would love to just Miles shows up in that universe and she goes like, "Oh, I got to go to band practice." You're in a band? Yeah. I didn't know you were in a band. You never asked.
He spends like one day there and he's like, "Oh, I had a crush on this person and I had no idea about her life. Fuck."
Now time for some baffling news.
Yay.
You ready for some disco? Because Donald Glover's gonna be the hypno hustler.
I'm genuinely hype about this. I think this is perfect casting. I love that he's involved in the creative level because Donald Glover is a great creative person. And you know what? If you're gonna make a hypno hustler movie, this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
That being said, Hypno Hustler does not need his own movie.
He has had what, 5 appearances?
Yeah. I think at this point they're like specifically picking those characters with like almost no backstory, so they can just do whatever they want based off of the name.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall.
At least I can say I'm gonna see that one, whereas I could not give less of a shit about the Bad Bunny movie.
And this isn't strictly us comic book, all that kind of vibes. But it is finally done. The last issue of IDW Transformers has been released.
Yeah, Shattered Glass number 6, I think it was.
5.
Yeah, 5. Oof. It's really is the end of an era because IDW has had the Transformers license for I think 16 years. Just fucking wild. That's like something that's been a mainstay in comics for as long as I've been aware of comics as a medium is now over. And we don't know what's coming next. I assume we're going to get an announcement from Hasbro sometime in January because Transformers and G.I. Joe have now finished up their runs. So wherever they're going next, you're pretty free and clear to announce them. I would not be surprised. I'm going to throw this pitch out there to you, Hasbro. Do a dual Transformers and G.I. Joe fan stream sometime in January that ends with that announcement of what publisher is getting those brands next. I'd like that. I think that could be fun.
Yeah.
Especially if we also get to see some new toys, but that's just me. Yeah, it's sad, but it's also kind of exciting because we're hitting into a new creative frontier, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't already, go buy those IDW trades before they fully go out of print.
Oh, that's all for news. Now we got some toy stuff to talk about.
Yeah, new toys.
Hey.
Hey.
No, it's always a win. Winwoo.
I knew right where you were going.
We're getting a new Winwoo figure, in his suit.
Isn't this the suit that he wore in the flashback where he goes with baby Shang-Chi to kill all those gangsters?
Oh, yes, it is.
This is Childhood Trauma, the action figure.
Childhood Trauma action figure.
I'm sorry, the 1/6 scale collectible. No, this looks really good. I like this.
with real disappointed dad energy.
He looks so bored. I love it. Yeah,
Like
no.
legit, he just looks. Get rid of the rings, and he just looks like a cop who's like 2 weeks away from retirement.
Buy this to fucking bully your Common Rider POWWR figures.
Just T-pose.
Mhm.
It looks neat, but again, it's a Hot Toys. We can't afford that shit. It's too pricey for
Yeah.
our blood.
Now let's talk about the actually interesting Hot Toys announcement.
I mean, that was kind of interesting.
Well,
We
this is more.
got classic Spidey suit Hot Toy.
This is the suit from the end of No Way Home.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
what
the
I'm
new
saying.
suit.
It's classic.
This
It's
is
classic style.
this is the best look we've gotten at this suit. Like legitimately, Hot Toys probably got a bunch of production stills to look at, but like now we can perfectly see what this suit looks like in action and from all angles and notice all the little details. Like I didn't realize if you look at his wrists, there's little web shooter ports. That's neat. The eyes actually have the fucking aperture stuff. So if he's still wearing the suit in the next movie, he can do the squinty eye thing still.
I mean, that's
I'm
just. I think at this point in time, they realize, oh, this is just really good for displaying emotion on a mask. Let's just keep doing it and not explain it, like Deadpool.
But I mean, like it was a homemade suit, so you didn't necessarily know if it was going to be there. But I'd be willing to just imagine that he just ripped that off of the old suit. And yeah, no, it looks great. The Tom Holland head sculpt is kind of unnecessary because we never saw him maskless in this suit, but it looks real good. This figure looks great. I hope he's still wearing this suit by the start of whatever Spider-Man movie is coming next.
Here's the thing. I know what's gonna happen. Because it's a Spider-Man story. He's going to have a fight at the beginning, and the suit's gonna get trashed, and he's gonna go, fuck, I need to make a new one.
Fuck, I need to sell a new Marvel Legends.
But that's just how Spider-Man always is. His suit gets trashed, and he has to make a new one.
And then it ends up being the black costume because they fucking set that up.
But yeah, it looks cool. Looks really good.
Yeah, I like it. If I had Hot Toys, I would probably get. If I had Hot Toys money, I would probably get this.
See, I can see Tom Holland as he is using the spider signal.
Yeah,
Like the little belt buckle, like flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's used it already once. In like the first two movies.
Oh yeah.
Hey, guess what?
What?
It's time to get accusing! Ronan the Accuser, Marvel Legends.
Yeah, this was a quick little drop for Marvel Legends this past week. This figure, of course, leaked a couple months ago, but now it's officially announced and it's up for pre-order. It's a fan channel exclusive, which means you can get it on Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Amazon, and GameStop. I think it looks really good, especially because the base body is freaking Colossus.
Yeah.
Like, it's unfortunate that he doesn't have any option parts. It is just the figure and the hammer. But, like, it looks super like what you want Ronan the Accuser to look like. The only complaint I could possibly levy at it is it gives me less Jack Kirby vibes and gives me more Earth's Mightiest Hero vibes.
Yeah. It is pretty EMH.
But
That's not bad.
still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Still a pretty good comic Ronin. Better than anything we had, so I'll take it.
Hey, guess what's super comic accurate?
McFarlane Toys?
The DC Megazord from the beginning of Dark Knight's Metal.
Fuck this thing. I hate that this thing exists. I hate that we're getting a figure of it. This is peak Todd being Todd. This looks like this looks worse than the fucking 2017 Megazord. Get this off of my screen.
What, you don't enjoy all these robot-y details? It's not letting me zoom into the picture.
No, it's bad. I don't like
We got some more page punchers. We got Captain Cold.
Yeah. As Captain Cold designs like uh damn, that's an unfortunate nightmare. But as Captain Cold designs go, this one is not bad. I of course prefer his traditional uncovered face and silly glasses, but like this still looks like him. The full mask works if you're going for like a Sub-Zero environment, and this is a cool version of the gun. It looks like it's supposed to be in a Halo game, but it's a cool version.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. It's a very big plastic cape.
Yeah, that's gonna be a worry.
Hey, guess what? Do you love the new gods?
I like them.
Do you stand a short king?
I mean, I stand many short kings. You're gonna have to be more specific.
DC Multiverse Calabac.
Yeah, I actually really like this figure. I think this figure turned out pretty well. This could work as a fairly evergreen version of Calabac. The face is maybe a little too artist-specific, growly Catman, but like you can work with it. You can fudge this in, and like the articulation and sculpt looks comparable to the old Mattel one. So if you missed that Build-A-Figure, this is a good substitute.
Nice.
Good job, Todd.
You get one.
You get one a week. It seems like anymore.
Hey, at one point it was none a week.
Yeah. We're now at a point where Todd is announcing like 3 to 5 figures a week, and I like 1 to 2 of them.
You like 1 to 2 of them.
Maybe I'll start collecting the line next. I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Speaking of 1 to 2 of them, one to
Yes.
two or more comics coming your way.
Oh my god, it's comic time. We're there.
Hey, tell me about Love Everlasting.
Yeah, so Love Everlasting is actually up to like its fifth issue now. I just wasn't able to keep up with it because the website we use hasn't been uploading it. But they randomly dumped the last 4 issues today, and I started catching up, and it's real damn good. This does not feel super heavy Tom King bullshit. This is just like an interesting story with a weird hook. Like I said back at the start, Love Everlasting is the story of this woman named Joan, who keeps waking up in different like classic romance comic scenarios and trying to figure her way out of them, and things are just getting more and more extreme and more weird. There's this cowboy who's chasing her around these stories, and if she doesn't fall in love with someone, he murders her and resets her to the next story. And this latest issue is about a therapist trying to get Joan to understand that she needs to just give in to one of these stories already, because her mom is doing this for her own good and she's really mad at her. And there's one point where Joan is like, well, fucking get my mom in here so I can talk to her then. And her mom just sends the cowboy in, and that's how the issue ends. So clearly there's some supreme cosmic fuckery going on, and I'm here for it.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, even, perhaps?
Sorta, kinda.
Alrighty. Hey, you could also tell me about? You could tell me about some Big Bang.
Okay, so this comic in and of itself, the base plot is not super interesting, because what happens here is Barry Allen is just telling Wallace West, the black one, about how he's been mapping the multiverse, and then he tries to take him around the multiverse for a little bit, and then he gets in trouble with a big one of the multiversal DC fuckers. Which one was it? Let me check here. Let me get this up. Come on, phone.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah. The Anti-Monitor. He fucking bumps into the Anti-Monitor, and the Anti-Monitor spots them and is like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up. And so he just tells Wallace, "Hey, get the fuck out of here. I'm dead. This guy's gonna kill me again. It's about to happen." And then Wallace is like, "Yeah, fuck that." And he goes across the multiverse and builds up a little multiversal Justice League. And then they kick the Anti-Monitor's ass and all go home. That is the base story of this. But what makes this comic so interesting is this is DC finally doing what I've been asking for since we figured out what was happening in Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to tell this overly emotional story that's weirdly dissonant because there's so much shit happening in tie-ins, we're outlining what the new DC multiverse looks like, at least a good chunk of it. Because the last fucking pages of this is just from the notes of Barry Allen, and it's a chart of all the multiversal worlds Barry has been to.
Nice.
Are you ready?
Okay, let's do this.
Earth Zero, my, in quotations, Earth, home to the JLA and others. Earth 1, younger JLA variants just starting out. Superman Earth 1, in parentheses. Earth
Like
2.
the Frank Miller one?
Yeah.
No, that's your one. Earth One's the one with the graphic novel ones.
The graphic novels, the Jeff Johns one.
Yeah.
And, like, I assume Batman and Wonder Woman Earth 1 are there too, but I don't know for sure. Earth 2, the Justice Society of America, parentheses, New 52. Earth 3, the Crime Syndicate. Earth 4, variants of the Question, Blue Beetle, Captain Atom, etc., Multiversity, Pax Americana. I think that's saying that, like, the original Charlton comics are here?
No, that was... Okay, Multiversity was a Grant Morrison story that
I know about Multiversity. I haven't read it in a really
Pax
long time.
Americana was basically him... No, basically them doing Watchmen with the original characters, but it's, like, a happy end.
Oh, so this guy.
Yeah.
Earth 5, variants of the Shazam family, Multiversity Thunderworld Adventures. Earth 6, wildly alternate variants of Earth Zero heroes, parentheses, just imagine Stan Lee creating the DC universe.
I love how it's canon. I love how it's still canon.
It's Earth 6.
0.16.
Mm-hmm.
That's a joke.
Earth 8, Angor, in quotations, home of the Realitors. Earth 9, home of the Tangent Heroes, parentheses, DC Tangent Comics. Earth 10, the Freedom Fighters. Earth 11, reversed gender variants of Earth Zero heroes and villains. Earth 12, a future Earth home to a young Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Earth 13, an Earth based on magic rather than science, home of the Super Demon. Earth 14, Justice League of Assassins, parentheses, deceased. Earth 15, home of the Cosmic Grail. Earth 16, home of celebrity sidekicks The Just, Multiversity The Just. Earth 17, ravaged by nuclear war in 1986, home of the Atomic Knights. Earth 18, frozen in Old West times, home of the Justice Riders. I think that's
in Elseworld.
Yeah. Earth 19, steampunk heroes, Gotham by Gaslight.
Nice.
Earth 20, the Society of Superheroes, pulp magazine style adventures. Earth 21, a JLA created during the space race, parentheses, DC The New Frontier.
Hell yeah.
Earth 22, a future marred by a war that claimed most superheroes, parentheses, Kingdom Come.
Fuck yeah, Kingdom Come.
Earth 24, Earth 23, home of President Calvin Ellis, aka Superman. Parentheses, Action Comics version 2, number 9. That's the Black Superman.
That's Obama.
Mm-hmm. Earth 24, predominantly female heroes fight World War II. Parentheses, DC Comics bombshells.
I'm
Earth
surprised
20,
that they can want to continue that or like acknowledge that.
I mean, like, the people who like it really like it.
Well, of course they do. It's horny.
It's also apparently just written really well. You need to get with Ian about that. I'll set that up. Earth 25, home of Tom Strong and friends.
And that was a comics line that Alan Moore created in the '90s. That's I read like a couple issues. It's fine.
Earth 26, the anthropomorphic zoo crew. Earth 27, Dinosaur JLA, parentheses, the Jurassic League. Earth 28, heroes fight using mechanized warsuits, parentheses, DC Mech. Earth 29, the Backward Bizarroverse. Earth 30, Superman rocket lands in Soviet Russia, parentheses, Superman Red Sun.
Hell yeah.
Earth 31, home to Lever Wing and other pirate heroes. Detective Annual number 7. Earth 32, random combinations of Earth Zero heroes, parentheses, Batman in Darkest Night. Earth 33, a world where all superheroes are fictional, parentheses, Flash number 179. So I guess that's technically our Earth.
Maybe.
Earth 34, the Light Brigade. Earth 35, the Super Americans. Earth 36, Opitiman and Friends. Earth 37, a grim world of rapid technological advancement, Batman Thrill Killer. Earth 38, older, multi-generational Earth Zero variants, Superman and Batman Generations. Earth 39, Agents of Wonder. Earth 40, evil counterparts of Earth 20's heroes. Earth 41, Spore, Dino Cop, Nightcracker. I don't know who any of those people are, but they sound cool. Earth 42, cute chibi Earth Zero counterparts. Earth 34, or 43, excuse me, a Vampire Justice League. Batman and Dracula Red Rain. That's canon again.
Wait, the trilogy where Batman dies at the end?
Yeah!
Hold on, I'm being hailed again.
Did I keep reading these? Just gonna chill. I'm just gonna chill. Because we're going
I
through all
gotta
of them.
do a thing. I'll be right back.
Okay. I mean, we're going through all of these. We're about halfway through. It's happening. You can't stop it now. You can't stop the beat. You can't stop the motion of the ocean and the flow of the tide. And whatever the other lyrics. I haven't seen Hairspray in a long time. It was mainly a movie my sisters wanted to watch when I was a kid. I liked it though. Wasn't bad. At least I don't remember it being. It's been a long time. I don't know. Should probably watch more musicals. I could watch Hamilton. It's just sitting there on Disney Plus, and I've never touched it. But then again, I could say the same thing about fucking West Side Story. Never checked out West Side Story, any version of it. What the fuck's wrong with me?
I'm back.
Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. Earth 44, robotic JLA variants. Earth 45, creators of Super Doomsday. Earth 46, a grim young Batman with a unique, unrecognizable rogues gallery. Batman the Gargoyle of Gotham. Never heard of that. Earth 47, the Love Syndicate of Dreamworld and the Inferior 5. From Prez number 1. What?
Damn.
I only read like a few of these, and then I was like, I should save these for the podcast. Earth 48, the Forerunners, genetically engineered warriors. Earth 49, Lois Lane dies, Superman turns dark, Injustice.
That's popular. It makes sense for them to want to keep it around.
Speaking of popular, want to keep it around, Earth 50, the Tyrannical Justice Lords.
Oh.
Earth 51, an accelerated timeline where Earth met with a great disaster and is ruled by talking animals. Kamandi, the last boy on Earth. Earth 52, the Primate Legion, sapient Metasimians. Earth 54, humankind lands on Mars in 1960. Earth of astronaut Tommy Tomorrow. Must be an obscure thing I've never heard of. Earth 55, zombie versions of Earth Zero Heroes. Oh, this is also DC's. So this is like a variant of DC, or like the first one was a variant of DC's, I guess. Earth 59, home of Wonder Woman Terra Turna. Note, first known parallel Earth, Wonder Woman Volume 1, number 59. Earth 63, so we're jumping around now, overrun with vampire counterparts of Earth Zero Heroes, DC versus Vampires. Earth 66, Batman and Robin face exceptionally benign villains. Batman 66. Earth 93, the Dakota-verse.
It is officially its own thing.
Yeah. Earth 96, teenage students Batgirl, Bumblebee, Supergirl, Zatanna, and DC Superhero Girls is a canon universe. Earth 98, home of Green Lantern Taya Palm, Green Lantern Legacy. Earth 100, home to Teen Titans Raven Roth, Garfield Logan, Damian Wayne, and others. Teen Titans Raven.
Oh, that's
that's the book you really liked.
That was the rom-com ones.
Yeah. Earth 118, medieval versions of Earth Zero Heroes, Dark Knights of Steel. Earth 124, home to Wonder Woman, Wonder Girl, and Wonder Tot. Wonder Woman Volume 1, number 124. Earth 148, Earth Zero counterpart heroes are villains and vice versa. World's Finest Comics, Volume 1, number 148. Earth 162, Superman and later Batman divided into two separate beings. Superman Volume 1, number 162.
Wait, is that the original red and blue Superman?
It might be. I think there's a scene, because, like, early in this book, there's a montage of Flash running through universes, and you see a bunch of them. And there's one where Flash just runs past two Batmans that are both fighting different Batman villains, and I just immediately thought of the old PCP meme, Double Batman. Earth 183, Superman Raised by Apes. Superboy number 183. Earth 216, home of Superman Jr. and Batman Jr., World's Finest Comics number 215. Oh my god,
That's the
I can't
one where
believe
they have the
put that.
Roman numerals on their chest.
Yeah, that's great. Earth number 387. No divergences in history other than inhabitant is a werewolf. Adventure Comics number 387. Earth 789. Superman and Supergirl are Earth's only powered heroes. Batman's parents killed by the Joker. Superman 78 and Batman 89. Those are in the same. Reeves and fucking
Keaton.
Reeves and Keaton are in the same universe in the comics now.
Hey.
Earth 898, a Justice League without a Superman, JLA denial. Earth 1956, a teenage Superman (parentheses Superboy) and his dog Crypto are Earth's first superheroes, later home of the Super Friends.
Oh, Super Friends.
Oh, duh. Earth 1950. Oh, I just did that. Earth 1996. Mysterious amalgamated heroes? Question mark.
Oh.
Heroes required further investigation.
This is the first time either company has acknowledged amalgam in years.
Yeah.
Oh, that warms my cockles.
Earth, and lastly, Earth 2020. 3 Generations of Superman. Superman Volume 1, number 358. So those are all the Earths Barry Allen has mapped out so far in the now infinite DC multiverse.
There's one I didn't see that because DC has always had like a multiverse of just like these are Marvel characters, but they're with the serial numbers filed off. Like they have a Purple Hulk. Captain America's dressed like a Knight Templar.
I mean, those might still exist.
Yeah, they might.
But
Cockles.
like I said, like
Cockles.
The first like 3 or 4 pages of this are just like here's a screenshot from a different universe with an Earth number next to it. Just like doing the pun not intended because it's a Flash comic. Doing the legwork I have been fucking asking for of just here's how the DC multiverse looks now. Nice. Like the only way I could be more happier is if they gave a designated universe for the Bruce Timm animated shows.
Well, that would be 94, like 1994, right? Because they kind of go by year.
Hmm. Well, wait, wasn't there a universe that specifically said it was Batman Beyond's universe?
Oh yeah, no, that would be that.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm happy. I'm very happy. And here's the thing: this is a one-shot written by Mark Waid.
Mark Waid as Paul.
The fucking 8-issue Big Bad Event, written by current architect of the DC Universe, John, or what's his fucking name? Something Williams. That fucking guy. Mm-hmm. He's a nice guy. I like him. But good God, has that event felt bloated and like it's going nowhere while simultaneously trying to do too much. And all I really wanted was like, hey, Pariah kickstarts the multiverse again. We see a snapshot of what the multiverse looks like now, and then we beat the shit out of Pariah.
Joshua Williamson.
Joshua Williams, that's right.
But hey, you got what you wanted, and now there's going to be 1,001 videos going like, here's the DC multiverse.
I already saw a few articles, man, and hey, the final issue of Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths comes out this Tuesday. So, we'll fucking see, I guess.
You know what's fucking wild? Judgment Day and Dark Crisis started around the same time.
Uh-huh.
And Judgment Day's been over and done with for like a while now.
And Judgment Day had like more tie-ins, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think DC just spaced out their releases too much.
Probably. But hey, speaking of big events at Marvel...
Oh boy.
Dark Web X-Men.
How's it feel to be still reading crap?
This was a nothing issue.
Nice.
You know what this issue was? It was Jean and Scott looking at Ileana while they're Christmas shopping, going like, "Hey, Ileana, was it really a good idea to make her the fucking queen of Limbo? Ah, she's changed. She's changed. Yeah, explain all the possessed shit. Fuck."
Just continue with that Flanderization, guys. Thanks. I'm so happy that this character I just fell in love with is already getting fucked over.
It was pretty fine characterization. It's Duggan. Duggan wrote her well. This isn't bad. This issue specifically isn't bad. Because it's just it fuck off. Trust me for once. Almost as if I have fucking taste and no shit.
Yeah, well.
But basically, you want to know what most of this issue is? It's a big dumb. It's a setup for a joke.
What?
Because the tree at the tree at the ice skating rink in New York, you know, that famous one.
Yeah.
It gets possessed, and who comes in to help stop it? But Spider-Man, Firestorm, and Iceman. Story without any idea what the story's gonna be. Yeah, kind of. Also, it's just like it is very much. Okay, you know how Donny Cates can go, "Hey guys, remember '90s comics?" and it's cool and fun.
Yeah.
This book is saying, "Hey kids, remember '90s comics?" and you're going like, "Oh yeah, the Clone Saga.
Oh god damn it.
Oh yeah, Lethal Protector Venom.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Madeline Pryor, who's evil. Oh yeah, Havoc in skimpy ripped up clothing to be the Goblin Prince." And literally, there's an issue where they're in like jail, and Scott just looks at him and goes like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" So yeah, Firestorm, Iceman, and Spider-Man all fight this evil possessed tree, and they accidentally lighted a fire, and the tree is possessed. So the tree is talking. And it's just like, "Why am I burning? It hurts." And like kids start crying, and Spider-Man just goes like, "We are never doing this again. We are a bad team."
Good job at manipulating people's nostalgia. You're almost as good at it as Dan Slott.
Duggan's a good writer. We know this.
Good writer when he's working with new shit.
Yeah. We also got a new issue of Legion of X.
Okay.
It's Spider-Man telling the joke, and you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Whoa, who's this fucking eyes wide shut bitch?
She's a new god. She's like a brand new god being. She made, Banshee her spirit of variance. Because basically, a spirit of vengeance a long time ago was like, being a spirit of vengeance is boring. I wanted some change in my life. I'm gonna be the spirit of variance. Like, literally just variety.
Alright.
So it turns out that the daughter of Black Knight, who's been Black Knight who's been around, I haven't read her, is a mutant. Some spoopy shit's going down, and that's what's causing Nightcrawler to be getting more demony. There's a fun moment where he's just like, there's a bunch of minions coming in, and he goes like, "You know what we must do before we feast? We must pray." And he's like acting real creepy. It's funny. Because he's Catholic. You know, pray. They realize they gotta go talk to someone in Germany. So they go to Germany, and like a bunch of kids that see Nightcrawler with like demon horns, and they just go, "Oh, come campus. And they run into a person that Kurt knew in the circus.
Well, how about that?
Also the side plot, Legion's girlfriend basically goes into Professor Xavier's dream and goes like, "You're a bad dad. Maybe you should actually talk to your son and try to form a connection instead of just trying to like put him in a hole and protect other people. Maybe you should."
To be fair, being a bad dad is like the least of Professor X's flaws right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Everyone and everything is mutant because Marvel can't make anyone interesting without. God. Aki, I'm just gonna say that sounds really fucking anti-mutant and racist.
Aki, that's some racism. You need to get out of here with that shit. This is your only warning.
We're joking, but like, what are you talking about? They've hinted at this character being a mutant for a while. Like they say that, oh, we've had some readings of this, you know. Also, it's not the Black Knight that's in the MCU right now. It's his daughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You read Danger Street.
All right, Tom King's new big bad on fucking around with obscure characters project.
He hasn't finished his last one.
I mean, that's just how the man does. So I like this. It's interesting. I really don't know who most of these people are, so that might be affecting my ability to enjoy and or be mad at it. And it's weird, and I wouldn't recommend it if you don't have a high tolerance for Tom King's bullshit. Like, there's one of the lesser known Starman, fucking the Creeper is a main character. Lady Cop and the Dingoes are like a central plot point. And Dr. Fate's fucking helmet is the narrator. Not even Dr. Fate himself, just the helmet.
So Nabu?
Yeah. It's very weird. It's very, very Tom King levels of fucking around with DC obscure characters weird. I wouldn't entirely recommend it. I'm going to keep going with it, but I don't know for how long.
That's a fair enough. So I read Amazing Spider-Man 15, which is a tie-in to Dark Web.
Fucking Christ.
So Venom shows up and he's like, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna eat your brain, Spider-Man." And Spider-Man goes like, "Wait, we're playing this song again? What?" Meanwhile, Chasm like fucking beats up Norman.
Alright.
That's kind of it. Hey, you read Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 18.
Alright, the final issue of Superman Son of Kal-El, because next year they're rebooting into Adventures of Superman. The Tom Taylor's John run is not over, it's just getting renumbered. This is pretty good. I liked it. It feels a bit like it's hustling to wrap up certain things. Because it opens with like, oh hey, remember Mom Pa Kent's house got destroyed? Here's the Justice League building them a new one. And then we very quickly shunt into, remember that guy who stole some kryptonite a couple issues ago? We're just gonna do his evil plot in one issue. So he fucking kidnaps Jimmy and then calls in a bomb threat to the planet and uses the signal watch to separate Clark and John, and then he hits them with I forget what exactly they say it is, but it's something that knocks out their powers, and he tries to fucking shoot them both with a gun. But then we find out that back when John was on the Legion of Superheroes, he had Brainiac 5 make him a special belt that would give him a burst of yellow sun energy if he broke the jewel in the center of it. So he does that, he gets his powers back, he stops this guy right quick. And also, him and Clark were wearing bulletproof vests because Nightwing recommended that they start doing that. and then they throw this guy in jail. John goes and has a conversation with him, and it turns out that this guy's parents died during a big Superman fight, and he blames Clark and John, and he wants them dead because of it, because his parents were also working on a piece of technology for Luthor that was going to help counter the Superman threat and would give you crazy lava powers, and he gave himself that. Uh, and John's like, "Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm going to keep talking to you until hopefully you don't." And then he goes and has a conversation with his dad where he's like, "Hey, I think I have an arch nemesis finally." He's like, "Oh, that's cool, but like, don't let it get super bad like I did with Lex. I kind of fucked that up, and I want you to be better than me." And he's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm working on it." And then Lex just directly goes and talks to this guy and is like, "You're going to be my new pet project."
I'm gonna give you so much things that you can just fight Superman.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. Feels very rushed, but not entirely inappropriate for the final issue of this book.
Nice. You also read Follow Me Down, the a Reckless book.
Yeah, I actually read the next three Reckless books because when we last left off, I think I had read Friend of the Devil. But the next three Reckless books were Destroy All Monsters, The Ghost in You, and Follow Me Down, which all kind of lead into each other fairly enough. Just because I have a shit ton of spare time at work right now because there's no classes, so there's no classrooms for me to clean. So I was just like, let's shotgun these today on I think it was Thursday or Friday. Um, and Reckless is really damn good. Like there's nothing I can say about it that I haven't already, except to like give brief summaries of each book's plot. Whereas like Destroy All Monsters is about a political pundit whose dad got screwed over, hiring Ethan to go and take out this big business mogul while also exploring Ethan and Anna's backstory and what their friendship means to each other and where they are in life right now. Uh, and then The Ghost in You is actually about Anna having her own case while Ethan is away, and kind of just getting into her a little more as a character, and seeing how she approaches things after having learned so much from Ethan, while also kind of doing some fun old Hollywood mystery stuff. And then Follow Me Down is partly about the case Ethan was on during The Ghost in You, but also jumps way far ahead to wrap up that case. Like the book starts in 1989 and ends in 2004.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of time jumpiness around. There's a lot of like subtle hinting at of major events in Ethan and Anna's life. Like they keep saying like, oh, towards the end of Fall Me Down, there's a lot of, oh, this was after Anna died, and I thought about like what she would have done in this situation, but they never say when or how Anna died. So I'm like, that's coming up. They're doing something with that. That's going to be a big emotional gut punch. Uh, but overall, these books are really good. Just really solid, like kind of wallowing in melancholiness detective stories. And I often forget how much I dig that kind of storytelling, but when I get to experience it, it's like, oh, yes, this is nice. And I would really recommend these because these are really good ones. Ed Brubaker's a great fucking street level detective writer, and Sean Phillips's art is really good and moody. And if you want to jump onto the series, now is actually a really good time because they said they're going to be taking a short break from it. I don't know if they like straight up don't plan to publish any next year, but they said they're like doing another project before they get the next one of these out, and I don't know how long that's going to take. They said we'll hear some kind of announcement at the beginning of next year, but Reckless is real good. I'd recommend checking it out if you haven't.
Nice. You just saying you like these weirdo gritty detective stories just made me go, I don't think you should play it because I know you in games, but you should go watch a playthrough of Disco Elysium.
Mm, maybe.
Yeah. I read Photon.
How was that?
It's pretty solid. She's just hold on. I can't remember what's happened in here. I know I liked it.
Explain me some Monica Rambeau, because I only know her from WandaVision.
She's a fun character. It is a fun moment where she's walking down the street and a little old lady goes like, "Oh my god, Captain Marvel," because she used to be Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she goes like, "Oh no, I'm Photon now," and she goes like, "No, no, you're my Captain Marvel.
Hey.
You were the best." You know, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um,
Summer Carol just punches a wall.
yeah. Basically, she's just kind of going through life, living things, all that kind of stuff. Just dealing with being a superhero, you know. And
Yeah.
she has like a magic thing she needs to hand off to Doctor Strange, and shit goes down. A person is outside, and they have to fight. She teams up with Spider-Man for a little bit, just like classic Marvel shmuppums, you know.
Just like a free page cameo.
Yeah. Um, and basically, the person they were fighting is saying like, "Oh, Monica's gonna destroy the future somehow." She doesn't know how, and she goes, and she's basically has a conversation with a cousin, and he's in a bad situation. She goes to her dad, and they have a conversation. Mom shows up, you know, all that kind of stuff, and then she goes and flies in space. It's here's Monica. Here's how she is as a character. Here's a fun fight. Here's some plot we're setting up.
Well, if it's as good as you say, maybe I'll backtrack to it next week.
It's solid. I wouldn't say it's not the most amazing thing, but it's if you like the character, which I do from what I've read of her, you'll get something out of it. The only thing I do not like
Here's the question: is it gonna be a Miss Marvel team up, or is it gonna be a She-Hulk for me?
it might be more Miss Marvel team up because the next issue, the cover is Photon with who would have been on her Avengers team when she led the Avengers.
Mm.
So it's She-Hulk and Thunderstrike and Doctor Druid and Black Knight all
You
standing
know,
behind
the
her.
dumb ones.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
I did really like Miss Marvel team up, so I'll definitely track back to that when I get the opportunity.
They should have just named that book that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't, and that's a very dumb mistake. Yeah. So yeah, here's the cover for the next issue. I'll let it load up.
Okay.
Do you see it yet, buddy?
Oh boy.
I love it. I love my Marvel Scrimblow shit.
I love how Cap looks like he just woke up and he's trying to figure out where he is.
Yeah. Hey, it's fun. It's solid.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what?
What?
You're gonna tell me about the Dickamech. You're gonna tell me
DC
about
Mech.
Dickmech.
Not gonna lie, I kind of sleepwalked through this issue. This series is starting to lose its luster for me.
Well, there's only one more issue.
Yeah, well, I mean, like it's not like it's gotten bad. It's just we're so close to the end now that the character beats are very predictable and one note of just like we have to get these guys from point A to point B, and this does a solid job of that. The art's still neat. I'm still liking Shiera as the Zordon of this team. Um, and there's a cool moment where the Green Lantern mech does a transformer move.
Nice. All right.
That's all I got to say on that.
I read issue 6 of Stillwater.
Oh,
Um.
tell me about it.
Okay, so this is okay. You know that dickhead, uh, deputy that's been just like in the periphery doing a lot of murder for the town.
Mm-hmm.
This is the whole thing on his backstory and shit.
Okay.
So basically, it's 1999 or so, and one dude in town keeps getting a letter from a family who's like concerned and everything. You know, because they're not allowed to come visit and they don't leave the town anymore. And the dickhead deputy guy goes up to the judge and goes like, "Hey, we need to kill this guy. We need to kill this guy. He's getting too nosy." And the judge goes like, "All right, here's the thing. Dickhead deputy guy wasn't just leaving town so he could go kill the guy because one of his old military buddies had passed away and he wanted to go to the funeral. But he's at the after party, the wake, and it's been like 10, 15 years since anybody last saw him. And they all go like, wow, man, you haven't aged a day." And like his CEO, his commanding officer, is just talking to him. And he's going like, "Hey, man, is everything all right?" "Yeah, everything's great." And it's like, all right, all right. And so he then goes and kills the guy he needs to kill. But his commanding officer followed him, and he's like, you see it in a lot of Marines. They get back home, they do contract killing. It's good money, but it always fucks you over in the end. I'm calling the police. And the guy goes like, "You do not understand what's going on. This is not contract, like, all that kind of stuff. I can't tell you, but if you come after me, I'm gonna kill your wife and your daughter." Okay. And then years later, 2017, the guy shows up and goes like, "All right, dude, you fucked up. You're the same age as you were all those years ago. Fuck you." And the guy goes like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 dude, hold on. What about your daughter? What about your wife and daughter? I'll fucking go after them." And he goes like, "Doesn't matter. My wife died of cancer. My daughter died in Afghanistan. I have nothing left other than to get rid of a scumbag." And he goes like, "Dude, you're not gonna believe this." And then they cut to now, and basically all of his military buddies are in a cabin on the edge of town, so they all can stay alive, and they're basically planning a coup of the town and take it over.
Fuck.
And remember what happened last issue? They burned down the fucking courthouse, and there's a riot. So what happens at the end of this issue? A bunch of fucking military Marines walk up into town with guns, and the deputy dickhead dude's going like, "This is getting out of hand real fast."
My dude.
It says it's a horror book. It is just a long form Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
It's just like, what if instead of 30 minutes, it's several issues?
Several issues.
But it's good.
Nice.
I also read Savage Avengers 2099.
Okay.
Only really two things that happened that kind of need to know about. They're storming an Ultron thing, and they're trying to beat Ultron and its deathlocks with a bunch of Doombots and all that kind of stuff. Miles Morales recovers his web shooters because this is an alternate Miles Morales who's a Deathlock.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gets to be like, when he gets those on and they're all fighting Ultron, and it does like the character roll call: Daredevil, Anti-Venom, Cloak, and Dagger. It says Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
Hey!
And it's just like, oh, that's been his character. It's good. They all die and get turned into cyborgs by Ultron. They're all dead.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Like, I think Doom and Dagger's the only one still alive. I can check real quick. But like, no, it's literally just like, we are being fucking extreme, buds. There it is. I can click on the world. Shimmering comics. Connecting. Yeah, but basically, Ultron shows up, kicks all their ass, right? Dagger absorbs Anti-Venom because fucking Flash is dead. The only two people to survive are Miles Morales, Deathlock, and Punisher 2099. So something's gonna be happening. Something gonna be happening.
Hold on.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, bitch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Tits,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
tits, and
yeah,
bitch,
boy.
tits, and bitch, and bitch, and tits. Tell me about the Wayne family adventures.
I caught up on Wayne Family Adventures this week, everybody. It was episodes 57 through 63. This book's good. What else do you want me to say? I still like it. We've got a cute little story about Damien trying to stay clean during picture day. We got a story where Duke has to play 52 pickup when a bunch of people come to do some shit around the manor, and he's left his costume all over the place. We've got a cute little story about Bruce being home alone for the night and not knowing what to do because that never fucking happens. Uh, and then we got a good little two-parter about Harper Rowe's character, which is nice because I don't think she's ever had like a truly good solo story. Um, and we have a fucking hilarious issue where Duke and Damien are in New York with Bruce for a business trip, and they decide to go out and do some vigilanting, and they fucking bump into uh Vixen and what's her name? Uh Grace Choi, who is like a Wonder Woman character who hangs out with Vixen sometimes.
Nice.
And they have a big like these two ladies are way more badass than us, and we're embarrassed by it kind of a time. Uh, and then the latest episode, which is called Opposite Day, is just about Dick and Helena, Nightwing and Huntress, being on a mission together and deciding to trade weapons for the fun of it. And hilarity ensues because neither of them really know how to use their shit.
That's cute.
Also, really good Huntress design. Best one I've seen in a while.
That's nice. Anything else you want to say about it?
No, that's it.
Yeah, you're gonna do it? No, you're not. All right, cool.
Oh, wow.
There we go. I read Deadpool #2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're reading Deadpool.
It's fun. The Carnage arms are coming out of Deadpool's sides. They hurt, but they're helping him.
Sick.
At one point, a fucking symbiote arm comes out of his mouth, and he's like, it's funny. Lady Deathstrike shows up, and she goes like, Wade, what the fuck? You ditched me. What? I was there the whole time. Flashback. She's there the whole time.
Oh
The
my
entire
God.
last issue, she was there, and Deadpool just never mentioned or thought or looked at her.
That's fucking hilarious.
You know, all that kind of stuff, and it's just like it's a fun it's a fun Deadpool adventure without being overly. Well, I'm Deadpool and I'm wacky.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank God it's not 2009 anymore.
Yeah, Deadpool still cracks jokes. It's just they're good and subtle jokes.
And like he's contained to his own bullshit in maybe one team book.
Yeah. I do enjoy the joke on the cover though.
Yeah, that's cute.
What's up, Bach? Yeah. We both read The Invincible Iron Man.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Ooh, you thought I was a miss?
I mean, it's not bad. It's just like this is the most like, yeah, this is a Tony Stark story about Tony Stark doing Tony Stark things, as seen in the Tony Stark cinematic universe. What Tony Stark things will he get up to this week? Oh, he doesn't have his money and he got blowed up and he might fall off the wagon again. Where have I seen this before?
I don't know. Maybe in a book starring Tony Stark. It's Tony Stark.
Yeah, I don't know what I was hoping for. It's just like this is a little too paint by numbers for me.
I
I was
think this is
I was
just Jerry.
expecting more from Jerry Duggan.
I think this is just Duggan going like, all right, fucking cards on the table. Here's everything. Let's just get it done with, and then we could go do weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I mean, in the hopes that it is that, now that you brought that up, I guess I'll give it one more issue, but like it didn't super grab me.
Yeah, I can understand that. I enjoyed the writing in it of itself. It was
Mm-hmm.
well written.
This is the most tolerable Riri's ever been in a comic for me because she's actually talking sense instead of being high and mighty.
Yeah.
I love when he goes to see Jen and he's like, just paid them all.
But Tony, I could fight this. I don't give a shit.
But Tony, you like only have $20 to your name. I don't give a shit. Pay them.
I'll just invent something and then I'll be rich again because I am a good at inventor.
That is how this works.
That this is how it always worked. You know.
Yeah.
But it is set up and it's also just kind of like, hey, that previous like status quo, we also kind of like no one gives a shit about it, so let's shake it up and also do something to Tony with it, you know. I like him being in like an underground garage.
Yeah, that was a cool concept. Too bad they nuked it in like 2 pages.
No, that's where he moves into.
Doesn't it get blowed up?
That's the apartment building he was living in. And he moves himself into like a garage warehouse.
I could have sworn the garage got blowed up too. Maybe I was wrong.
No. He's in a garage. He makes a new Iron Man armor. He showers. He suits up. He flies out, and then he gets punched by the new person.
Oh yeah, that's right. The new guy, who's a weird concept that I don't know if I'm into.
Hey, it's been a while since we've had a suit villain for Iron Man.
That's fair.
But also, it's a neat concept of like he thought it was a drone, but there's a dude in it, and they're being held hostage, so he has to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's the age old, oh god, it's a regular person attacking me. I can't hurt them with my superpowers because there's no such thing as fucking detaining a person.
And next issue is going to involve a fight with Ironheart.
Ooh.
Hey, Vac.
Yeah.
That's all the comics. We read all.
Oh
of
my
them.
god, that's all the comics. That's everything. That's the whole episode. We did it, everybody. I guess we should have said this at the start too, but like that's it for the year. We're taking
Yeah.
2 weeks off for the holidays.
We're taking 2 weeks off. We're going to come back. We are going to be very specific and
We're gonna
litigious of what books we talk about when we come back because we're
Yeah,
not
we're not gonna do everything. We're not gonna do all the news next time you see us. We're just gonna do
Yeah.
like the most important shit. And unless there's a Marvel thing I don't remember, we're gonna be talking about The Enemy Below, episodes 6 and 7 of Justice League.
Yeah. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it is 6 and 7. Okay.
Yeah, I literally just pulled up my torrents.
I was just double checking. But hey,
Yeah.
you want to tell the people
Also,
okay.
we'll be back on my birthday, January 8th. So have those fucking birthday wishes ready, bitch.
Hey, people, you should go onto Vac's throne. Link in the description. Is it in the description?
I don't know if it's in the description of this.
It's
I don't
not
think it
on the
is.
description right now. We need you.
In the description of future modular uploads, I'll start adding our thrones.
Go buy Vac something.
Buy me Space Sheriff Gavan on Blu-ray. I want to make a video about that next year because it's the 40th anniversary.
But hey, speaking of links, tell the people where they can find you.
Hey everybody, I'm the Vacuuminator. I make YouTube videos about tokusatsu and stuff. You can watch those at youtube.com/thevacuuminator. I'm also on Twitter until that site inevitably implodes, or maybe not if that poll goes well, who knows. Follow me at the Vacuuminator. I'm also on Tumblr, that is at the Vacuuminator, or I guess thevacuuminator.tumblr.com. I don't know, Tumblr URLs are confusing. I'm on what was the other one? Instagram at the Vacuuminator with an underscore. And yeah, you can go there for daily figure photography. I posted a photo of Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen trying to wrangle the lizard just a few hours ago. So go give that a like.
Nice, 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 nice. Hey, howdy, howdy. I'm Boingo Writer. I make a variety of content on the internet. Would you like to see me stream a variety of things? Twitch.tv/Boingo Writer. I also make a variety of YouTube content. I make a weekly Common Writer Geats review and analysis called Gateway to Geats. I also make a variety of video essays. One of them is coming out soon. So go to @Boingo Writer. And speaking of other places where you can at me, on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, Boingo_Writer. And on Tumblr, Boingo-Writer. Look for me. You can find me. I know it. I believe in you.
Is it a dash or is it a hyphen? Are you Spider-Manning it?
It's hyphen, yeah.
Okay.
But I always say it's like a dash.
Yeah.
What else would you call it?
I don't know. I used to say dash for years until Spider-Man, and still I started reading Spider-Man comics that say don't forget the hyphen.
Yeah, it's a hyphen. It's not Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
But on that note, this has been No Price Podcast, a modern media podcast. You can like, comment, and subscribe to help us out. But you can also listen to other podcasts we do, such as Components, where we bullshit around for a couple hours. We have new projects coming back. We're rebooting Analytical Fanboys.
Except that hasn't been announced yet. It was going to be announced on Friday, you fuck.
Oh, is it? Fuck. I forgot.
Yeah.
Ignore what I just said. Who's going to listen to this?
You know what they should listen to, though? Your fucking Marvel lecture.
Oh, yeah, you can go fucking find that. Also, Twit. Tell the people about Twit.
Twit is where we talk about the tokusatsu shows and news every week. It's a good time, me and Buster being bumblefucks.
Bumblefucks. But hey, like, comment, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. And in the meantime, Vac, is there anything else you want to say?
Bye, Dwayne. It's my version of bye, Felicia.
Enough said.